Okay, today you're going to be drawing the Polar Express using simple geometric shapes. These are shapes that we know the name to. Our first step is once you have your black paper, you're going to write your name on the back with pencil. Miss G and your class code. On the other side, you have a decision to make. You can either use pencil, which you can erase, or you can use white crayon, which you can see a little bit better. To start drawing, I'm going to be tracing out or drawing out my train shapes, and I'm thinking about simple shapes or geometric shapes that I know. I might draw a big, tall rectangle, and then a rectangle going horizontally to the side. I know trains kind of have this front part at the front of the train that's kind of like a circle, and I'm going to draw that circle here, okay, with the circle in the middle. That's where the light's going to come out of. Okay. So far I've drawn a vertical rectangle and a horizontal rectangle. My train might also have a square. Okay, on top of my train I might have a trapezoid, or maybe a semicircle. I need another train car, so another square. Maybe this one will have a long rectangle at the top. This last train car is going to be kind of almost hanging off the page. It's a long train. Okay. My train's not going anywhere. It's needing some wheels. Wheels could be circles. This front part at the train is called the cow catcher, and that kind of pushes away anything that's in front of the train. That's kind of like a circle. I might add some windows in for the passengers to see out of. It's a passenger train holding people. I might leave some spots without windows. That might be holding cargo or things to travel. Thinking about the background, I might be seeing a snowy hillside, so I could draw some wavy line for a hill. I might think about, where's my train going? It's on a track. A track is a straight line going horizontally across my page, and it has a line going on the other side. Okay, might see that line sometimes. Train tracks also have these lines going across to keep them together, so I might draw those. Now I need to decide, the Polar Express happened at nighttime. Do I want to include something like a moon or stars? If I want to include trees on my Polar Express hillside, so a moon I might draw like a crescent moon. That's another shape that we know its name, or geometric shape, and a crescent moon is kind of like a moon with a half circle, or a crescent shape. Stars, they might be little circles in the sky. This also kind of look like snowflakes. Now what about like an evergreen tree? An evergreen tree way up in the distance, it's going to be a little bit smaller. Evergreen trees can be a little bit tricky to draw, but what I do is a triangle, and then another triangle at top. Okay, that's my evergreen tree. I might draw a few of those up on the hillside. Triangle, triangle, triangle. Branch. If I'm looking at the hillside's probably snowy, so I might turn my crayon on its side and color in just a little bit for snow. Maybe some snow down here at the ground. After I've drawn out my ideas in simple geometric shapes, I'm ready to add some color. And today we're going to add color with oil pastel. So if you're a number 3 chair, when you go through the drive-thru, you're going to need to pick up a tray of oil pastels for your table to share. Now what we know about oil pastels is they are slick and slippery, so if they drop on the floor, we need to pick them up right away. Otherwise, if a friend steps on them, it makes a big fat mess on the floor because they are so slick and so slippery. I'm going to choose any colors that I would like to color in my train. Now when I color, I go outline the shape first, and then I color in that shape. I am coloring heavy and dark, bold and bright, to coloring each of these shapes. I go slow next to an outline, slow next to an outline, and then my crayon can speed up. When I come to a line, I go slow next to the line, and then I can speed up. I am going to color in each of my shapes, heavy and dark, bold and bright, slowly, slowly. One thing that I want to show you, boys and girls, before you take off to color in, this front part where the light is coming out, oil pastels are really cool because I can blend them using a finger. So I might draw a few lines for where the light is coming out. And I can take my finger and I can kind of blend or smudge those lines so they're not quite so bright. If you would like to do that for the light coming out of the train, you may. Once your Polar Express is colored totally in with oil pastels, you are going to carry it flat like a lunch tray to the drive-thru.